Talk about context versus content. Context versus content. Context versus content. Hey, let me know y'all can see me in the chat. Y'all can hear me in the chat. Go check out that new song by Osama K called Walla Kazam. Hold up, y'all. I'm finna check all the technical difficulties. Can y'all hear me? Hey, what's up, Anna? Hey, Anna. Do you stream daily? Yes, I'm going to start streaming daily. Actually, a lot more. So today I wanted to talk about context versus content. What's good, Anna? Hey, follow me, Anna. So, this is going to be mainly about more as far as the spiritual aspects, what people do not talk about. This type of information you cannot learn in school. You cannot. Thank you for following me, Anna. I'm gonna follow you back too, just because of that. I'm gonna follow you back. Um, you cannot apply this information to school. So, as far as when it comes down to context versus content, a lot of our emotions create our realities. Where are you from? I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida. Where you from? A lot of our emotions create our realities, and that forms beliefs. And with beliefs creates the content. The content, you think of movies. You go watch a movie, that is the content being played. The context is the events and the circumstances that take place during the situation of watching the movie. You're from UK. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Anna. I want to make something for you. What would you like to make for me? I would definitely appreciate it. Today's definitely been a day for me. It's been hard for me, and I just need all the support and all the team that I can get. And for the fact that you decided to follow me today, Anna, you decided to be a part of that. I'm going to create something big, and I don't like being put in a position where I'm forced to exert my power. But if I got to exert my power for positive reasons, then I will do that. So whatever you want to make for me, all that matters is you're a part of the team. I'm a part of you. You're a part of me, and I give you a heart for that. Likes, logos, banners, intros. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. And I'll put it as my home screen too. I'll put it as my home screen for other people to see it. My channel, Planet Z, is going to be about spirituality for majority of the concept, the context. The context is going to be majority spirituality. The content is going to be majority spirituality. And I'm just going to try to teach people about their beliefs, teach people how their emotions can be tied to certain situations in your life. You ever wonder why a certain situation played out the way it did? It's because your emotions was behind it. And your emotions can be subject to the context. My Instagram, my Instagram is underscore zero S, two A's, another A, then the letter K. Let me know when you follow so I can follow you back. It's underscore Osama K. Honestly, I'm thinking about making another Instagram account just for businesses purposes only. Make sure Anna, you tell your friends and everything. Actually, I'm glad that I'm glad that you decided to join my live. I have somebody that I would like to call where we can discuss more about the context and the content. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me know when you follow me. Let me see. Hello? All right. So I'm actually on a podcast right now. Are you busy? Can you talk right now? Okay. Well, I'm on a podcast right now. And I wanted to talk more about context and content. What I can do is, if you wouldn't mind joining, I can send you a link. And it's one person. Is her name is Anna right now. She's one person on the live. I'm gonna have more people join soon. What you think? Oh, okay. All right. Talk to you later. Well, they're about to get ready to clock in. Oh, it's three people in the chat. Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good? The three people in the chat. So, as I was saying, today I had court, right? The court is the context. The content is what happened, what took place for me to even be in a situation like that. And it wasn't even the case itself is non-constitutional. So with that being said, it's not even like a legal, really serious court matter that's really high in regards to however the judge or the attorneys may look at the situation. The situation is really low level misdemeanor. And the fact that it's a low level misdemeanor, the context of it is um, I was out distributing water bottles, selling water bottles for $5. That is the event, the circumstance, whatever took place that happened. The content is getting arrested, getting charged for it, and now having to be string along or tag along through something that doesn't even really need that much time to be dismissed. It's selling water bottles, case dismissed. So I'm here now to connect to y'all about why your beliefs is important. If I have a belief that life is always against me and I'm never going to make it in life, I'm going to constantly, subconsciously, unconsciously form beliefs that is going to support that belief. People try to make changes in their life, like changing your diet, changing your eating habits, changing your eating patterns, and people try to make changes to replace what they don't want, which is the negative result or the negative outcome, which is the context. But they don't forget to change the content. Your content can also relate to your mindset, and your mindset is how you view a situation. And based off how you view a situation will determine how you fully see the whole picture. A lot of people's perceptions. Let me actually, Anna, if you're still here, let me type my Instagram in the chat. I didn't think about that till now. Hold on. All right. Can I type that? Can I pin that? Osama K is the Instagram. People do not realize that your beliefs is the most important part as far as you growing, you becoming a better person, you becoming a better individual. If you want to grow and evolve as a person, or spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, your mindset will always 98% determine the outcome. I can have a mindset of I need to go, I need to hurry up and leave, I need to do this, that's a very impatient mindset. That means I'm impatient, and that's a mindset. An emotion can be described as a mindset, which can connect to your belief, and your belief can connect to your context and how you see things and how you form speculations, how you get an answer, how you come up with the final process of the whole entire situation. All the context is a final process of a whole entire situation. And for y'all that want to know where I get my information from, I do not mind any questions being asked. Feel free to ask me any questions. Feel free to come join the live. Feel free to come want to test my knowledge and my information and where I get this from so you can apply it in your life. Because all I'm doing is giving y'all information that I've been able to apply in my life. And it's simple as knowing the difference between context and content. You explain that with real life situations, like growing up in a poverty-stricken home. A lot of people who grow up in a lot of poverty-stricken homes, they have the mindset of wanting to, how can I put it? A lot of people who grew up in poverty-stricken homes have certain beliefs that either limits you or helps your progressive. Your progress helps your goals and who you want to become. Like a lot of people who was raised with little to no money, they was told they can't have a certain item because I don't have that money. People who was raised with money, they was never told, oh, we don't have enough money to buy that. And you see how just two different contexts, same content. The content is money, but the context is two different situations, because one situation is not enough money and one situation is enough money. And literally, people form beliefs based off of the context and the content. So where I just sent you a message on your Insta. Please reply to me on Insta. Lonnie. Let me check. Let me check right now. Lonnie Caveras. Oh, I see you. I got you. I got you. Let me see what you said. I got you. Yeah, so people are not paying attention to the gray area, and the gray area is about really just your beliefs. Your beliefs. And next time I go live too, maybe I can send you a link and you can join me. But people do not pay attention to their beliefs. Their beliefs is what determines your your overall success. Some people have a fear of success because they have a negative content about whatever took place when they was a kid. Literally, somebody could be like, "Oh, I don't want that type of attention on me. That's too much attention, and that makes me feel uncomfortable." Your emotions can change from one way to another, and just like that. So your emotions is not your end all be all dictatorship of your destiny or your outcome or where you go. And a lot of people do not have their emotions in check, and that literally prevents you from where you want to go in life. You can be prevented from certain things in life only because you don't allow yourself, or you don't believe, which is content. You do not believe that it's available for you. A lot of us put restrictions on ourselves. If you think somebody's doing something to you to hurt you, reality is they're hurting themselves more than you're actually hurting them. Or not even really hurt. They're hurting themselves more than they perceive you hurting them. And because they think you're the issue to the problem, reality is themselves as a person is the issue to the problem. You yourself as a person can be the issue to the problem. You look at yourself and you look at what situations actually happen. I don't blame nobody for the way the court went down to and me getting the low level misdemeanor. I don't blame nobody else for that situation. Honestly, if you think about it, I was really full at fault because if I was to change the content, I had the wrong mindset from the beginning. I was trying to sell water bottles for $1 to $5, and the whole entire time I was coming from the wrong content about the situation. Because if I wasn't coming from a place of I need to make money, I need to try to figure out a way to hustle, I need to try to do it. You don't have to do nothing. Nothing. You don't have to do nothing. Anybody in your life that try to get you to try to persuade you or try to make you feel like you need to be moving with some type of urgency, reality is you don't have to do nothing. Now, that is a content that is a certain mindset that will put you in a certain pattern of thinking that will form the context. And with that mindset comes with certain connotations and beliefs and disbeliefs. It doesn't matter what you do or what you say. You are not going to please the next person. You can't please everybody. You can't save everybody. You can't be there for everybody. It's just no real way to do that. And unfortunately, you really can only take care of yourself and only care about yourself. And then the moment you start loving on yourself and caring about yourself, other people in your life starts to show up based off of you caring for yourself. I was in situations where the context was down and out, no support, no nothing. And that could have been a manifestation of my content, which is my mindset. Your mindset outrules everything. Money wise, your mindset around what's your mindset around money? What's your mindset around your emotions? What's your mindset around family? What's your mindset around what you did today? What was your mindset waking up today? Your mindset is the content. And if you can change the content and can change the context, you can control your reality. And I don't want to get on here and make it seem like I'm just some type of person preaching kumbaya, ashe, namaste. That ain't. Please reply to me on Insta. I seen you. Oh wait, you sent me more videos. Oh, okay. I see. The ones I like is the ones. Hold on, let me double check. Preview. Have a look to see your research. Actually. Oh, I love this one right here. I love this one. You gave me a plethora of stuff. Hold on. I like this one too. The pimp, personal, inspirational, motivational person. I did not even do my intro for y'all neither. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Z podcast. Bienvenue NZ, man. Welcome to the Z podcast, man. When I say P, I mean profit. When I say S, I mean Sia. You dig what I'm saying, baby? Now let's keep it moving. Follow the fun shui. Yeah, dig it? Now, with that being said, back to the podcast. I just sent a message on your Insta. Please reply. Okay, I did. Shout out to the other viewer. If you can, drop a comment. Let me know you're here. If you're not here, let me know. But anyway, with that being said, your context shapes your content. The ones I like to enter, it's the ones I like. Hold on. You sent me so much. You created all of these? Oh, I like this one too. What made you get into making projects and thumbnails and all that for other people? Have you made any for other people yet, Anna? Logos, banners, overlay, intros, etc. And reasonable prices. Can I make some? Yeah, you can make some. I would agree with that. Stream, be right back. As I was saying, your context and your content. You want a certain result in life? Change your context. But you got to have a certain level of control before you can even like change your frame of mind. Because I'm not telling you to go outside today and you having a negative day or a bad day, and you're trying to think positive and you're doing everything you can to be positive, but reality is it seems like it's not working. What I would suggest if you are in a situation like that as a person is to just find something positive in your day. You can find one thing positive. Even though you might have had a negative spiral today, you can find one thing positive in your life today. You liked it how you woke up today. You liked it that you brushed your teeth today. Just try to find one thing that was positive. I'm not going to sit here and believe that everybody has a straight all negative day. There has to at least be one positive in your day. And reality is we dramatize a lot of things in our life. We make it seem like our life is worse than what it actually is, and it's not. It's not at all. Life can go a lot more smoother if you come to accept who you are. Accept who you are. Wake up, be proud of who you are, and not try to change yourself for whoever or whatever person or whatever reason. What stuff can I make for your channel? I was just thinking about that too, Anna. Hmm. Something like this. Something like rich dad, like something around like a money, like an asset and liability, or that dude. This is my idea around what I have in my head and for the channel around like spirituality, evolution, growth, and around assets and liabilities, and just learning about money, and learning how your money can be tied into your spirituality. Money is connected to your spirituality. Based off of who you are and how you live your lifestyle will determine your attraction towards money. You know that you literally can have certain connotations, content, and context around money. Do you know that you literally can limit the amount of resources you allow in your life only because you have a limited context about money? The content is money, but the context is the beliefs around it, what you think about it, how you feel about it, how your behavior changes towards it. You can learn a lot about a person when you see their behavior towards a certain context. I just be looking at certain things and people, and I look at what gets them going and what doesn't get them going. I look at what they admire in people, what they don't admire in people. What you see in another person, some way, shape, or form, you take upon that only because you admire it, only because the content you have around it is a positive connotation. That's why it's important to keep your emotions in check. I don't know if you heard me, Anna, but around assets like money, liabilities, can you please reply to me on Instagram? Let me see. Hold on, I got you. Your ideologies around money can literally determine how much money you have. It's not a game. Like, I'm not here just to make it seem like this is like for entertainment. Like, what I'm talking about is real life stuff you can apply right now. You can look at your day to day right now, and you can determine how your day went today, and you can see what took place and what was the main factor of your day can be influenced. If you're not influencing yourself, someone else is doing it for you. If you do not have a system, this goes back to context and content. You have to have a certain mindset that aligns with the certain belief lifestyle that you live, that will make the context a manifestation for a desired outcome that you want to happen. People want a certain outcome or a certain desire to happen, but they don't understand the certain mindset and content that you have to have in order to get the result. You can't just be walking up to somebody and say, I want you to make me a sandwich. They're going to look at you like you're fucking stupid. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Ain't nobody finna just go make a sandwich just because you walked up to them and told them or asked them to. Even if you ask them, they can still say no. So with that being said, do you want any name on your logo? Oh yeah. And you know what's also another thing to consider, highly consider, is how you feel. I don't. A lot of people like to talk about emotions and emotional intelligence. You know, the ones who don't talk about emotional intelligence be the most emotional intelligent ones. My opinion. That's my belief, my context, my content, my ideologies around emotional intelligence. I am not saying you should subscribe to what I think and feel and believe. Matter of fact, let's get that straight right now. This channel, this broadcasting system and platform that I'm using for y'all to listen to this message, I am not here to persuade you. I am not here to control you. I am not here to dictate you. I am not here to do no type of psychology or manipulation on you at all whatsoever. Let's get that straight. Anybody that wants to be here on this channel, you're going to be here on this channel because you want to fucking be here on this channel. Anybody that wants to listen to this message is because you want to fucking listen to this message. It really bothers me when people try to get on a podcast or try to get in front of a screen. It bothers me when people try to go out into the world and try to force you to conform to something you don't want to conform to. You don't have to be at a place or a thing that you don't want to be at. Simply, it's that easy. I'm not like, we going to nip that in the bud and we just going to keep that simple. If you don't want to be here, get the fuck off my platform. Stop watching me right now. Leave. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Take the message. Take what I'm telling you and apply it to your life. You're probably the motherfucker who needs it the most and needs to hear this shit the most. Oh, where he's getting his information from. My information is valid. You want to know what books I can tell you what books to read. I can only tell you so much, but I can't grant you life experiences that I have gotten because it takes a certain level of maturity. It takes a certain level of content controlling, mindset controlling, mindset manipulation, context controlling, context manipulation, context controlling. It takes a certain level of character to even be at who I am right now. So either you're with me on this team or you're off this team. I'm not going to be saying this in every video, in every podcast, in every live. So back to what I was saying. Now that we had to get rid of all the rats and all the bots and all the fake wannabes, we not here for none of that right now. We're here for evolution. We're here for growth. And if any of y'all want to challenge this information, I can give you a one-on-one call and I can and give you some valuable things that really can apply to your life that can change your life. I'm here to try to give proven methods of how it worked for me. I'm in an apartment right now and I come from being homeless on the streets and I'm only 22. I'm here to provide real factual information. I ain't here to just be on this fucking, you think I'm here on the screen to waste time? No. Your beliefs about yourself, about your life, it's real. It's people out here right now who is living a certain quality of life because of what they believe, think, and feel. And I emphasize again on feel, because a lot of people do not understand that you have to control how you feel in order to be in a certain space mentally. You cannot be in a space of peace, in a space of patience, in a space of joy, in a space. And then on top of that, every opposite positive emotion, there's another reaction to that. So you really have to control how you feel, because at the end of the day, you're not going to always feel joy. At the end of the day, you're not going to always feel happy. At the end of the day, you're not going to always feel sad. That's why what I'm going to preach to y'all is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because when you can handle the context and you can handle the content, you can take in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sometimes it's just the way the dice roll. You just got to you got to roll with it. You got to roll with it, because if you go sporadic and out of control, you're going to look like a fool. You're going to look like somebody who's just yelling and talking and wasting their goddamn mouth. And then on top of that, people ain't going to take you serious because it looks like you're weak and it don't look like you're giving off power. Any person that's loud in the room does not necessarily mean they're the strongest. I can raise my voice and I can get loud as I want to. That doesn't mean anything. And people who are perceived as a fear or something to be afraid of or something to be a threat of, they're really not nothing behind whatever a person see past them. The only time a person sees another person and feel like a person is really highly respectable is only because you see them in a certain content that forms your mindset around a certain situation. People instantly look at me and they automatically have a mindset about how things should go. So if you are not in control of your emotions and yourself, anybody that's walking on the side of the street can get in your head. Anybody can get in your ear and try to hoe you, try to pimp you, and excuse my language, try to make you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you less than of a person only because of them trying to exert their power. A person trying to exert their power and exert their influence on you because they clearly see that you don't have no control over yourself. We got one more minute, y'all. 444. I'm about to get ready to end this live. I did want to do at least a good 30 to 40 minutes. I will be going live again tomorrow. Anna, keep in touch with me. I have your Instagram. You have mine. We're going to come up with an idea for the logo and the banner. With that being said, I just hope y'all enjoy yourselves. I'm not going to here to drown y'all out, and I'm not here to try to preach to y'all. I am not no preacher. I don't consider myself no teacher. I don't consider myself an influential person. I don't consider myself none of those things. Honestly, who cares about any of those things? Fuck any of those things. Honestly, I'm on live right now and I'm on this platform, but there's no money right now. So I'm not here to try to do anything for any motives or any reasons to try to believe you, to persuade y'all, make y'all feel like you need to follow me and fuck with me. If you're here for me, you're here for me. If you're not, you're not. Planet Z Nation, we out.